I said, they were up 8-3 kills, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Disruptor picked up from Meepwn'd, so that's it's kind of an interesting pick. I guess you can get rid of the Witch Doctor's ulti a number of ways. Faceless Void's coming in. That's a really good hero against Meepo. So they're going to have that as their hard carry. Presumably... Well, I guess they can have it offlane too for Jonathan Fan. And then Venomancer mid. So they have a couple different options here.
Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of, I think, the safe lane Faceless Void, but could work. I think Faceless Void against Disruptor, it might be an issue. Bounty Hunter coming out from Meepo. Now the question remains, is this a offlane Bounty Hunter, or guess what? Is this going to be the 4-position Bounty Hunter? Because guess who's playing it? Pylight, more than likely.
Yeah, we'll see. If it's offlane, I think it would get pretty shut down, just because Witch Doctor and AA are heroes that don't really need boots early on in supports. When you look at heroes that are picked up as a 4 in the metagame right now, like Sand King or Lion or Ogre, heroes like that really kind of benefit from boots early on. These heroes don't really need it, which means they have no problem spending the extra 400 gold for both sentries and dust. So Bounty Hunter would get, in that regard, shut down pretty hard as a offlane. So I think it actually would work better as a 4 here, just for that reason alone. Not very good against Faceless Void, though, because you can just get revealed in the ulti.
Yeah.
Doesn't really do... I guess it does okay damage to the supports, but Witch Doctor has the heal, so he doesn't really care too much about that. Bounty Hunter's burst really isn't all there, so... Interesting support duo from Meepwn'd. I'll have to wait and see how it works. Track would be effective, but he needs to get to level 6 first.
Oh, and
that's so good against Meepo.
Yeah, this is going to be really rough, I think, for Meepwn'd. The last pick Timbersaw coming out, Faceless Void, Witch Doctor, Ancient Empress, and Venomancer. They have a little bit of team fight, a little bit of late game, a lot of support damage. In fact, it's a lot of team fight actually coming in from Ninjas in Pajamas, but this Meepo is going to have a really rough game if he's not careful. Well, we'll see how it goes. And the last pick coming out from Meepwn'd as well, probably the offlaner here. They only have 2 seconds left of reserve time. They go for the Phoenix. That'll be the symbol offlane Phoenix for the one. Not a bad choice, I suppose.
I don't even know what this means. I got tweeted by Zai. Saunima, Kaunima.
Which I'm gonna look that up.
I'm gonna guess has something to do with fornicating with my mother. I'm just guessing. I don't even know, but I bet that's what it means.
Okay, I looked it up in Mandarin, Chinese. In Mandarin, it means. Yep, you're correct. Actually, I am surprised that is 100% accurate.
Nice. It just seems like something that he would tell me. All right. Well, Zai, I love you, buddy. Yo, okay, I have to say, in defense for that game, his entire camp got warded.
Yeah.
Or his entire jungle got warded. I was just messing around, Zai, buddy. I love you. I hope all the best for you at DAC. Yeah, that was a pretty rough game. I feel bad.
We brought it up too. It's like opening an old wound.
I know.
It's like, damn. We went in. Alright, well. No Enigma this game. No offlane Enigma, unfortunately. Instead, we have a Meepo, which is easily the next best thing. The Stout Shield comes out from him, and it looks like it will be the top safe lane Weehaw Meepo, and maybe mid lane Troll as... Actually, Pilot Eye is roaming down here. Phoenix is bottom. Troll is... Maybe Weehaw is going mid, actually. And then the safe lane Troll coming out from Exist, which is fine. Pilot Eye, hope they don't have any detection. They actually have 2 sentries for Hanskin, but they haven't put any up yet. He's going to just maybe try to block some camps here with the Shadow Walk. He's going to spot out as much as he possibly can. And he's gotten at least vision of the Faceless Void and the Ancient Apparition. Everyone else he's just actually sitting under this camp, so probably won't go for that rune. He does get up an Observer Ward as well. That should be counterable. Great Mother, but that means he has to spend a sentry. And he also actually put one down. No, he gave it to somebody. I think he's going to give it to the top lane.
Yeah, are they going to go aggro here?
Yeah, it looks like they will.
This is actually a pretty decent aggro tri-lane. Like, Void is good in any lane he goes, just because he has one of the highest base damage in the game. He has the, maneuverability with Time Walk. He's pretty tanky.
The slow speed chase bottom lane, oh my lord. Venomous Gale from 8 Mother Pilot Eye gets his usage of the Poison Orb of Venom. God, I couldn't think of the name. Poison Orb. I lost, dude.
The green ball with the yellow thing in the middle, or the green snake with the yellow ball in the middle.
Exactly. I don't know, man. So it looks like for now, Weehaw is going to be in the middle lane up against the Onus fan. That is not a fun matchup. Top lane exists and Hani is like, I guess we can't do anything. So this aggro tri-lane for Air is already going to get a lot of CS, so...
Well, this is not going to be good for Exist yet again, unfortunately. I don't think he's going to get much, and it's not like Bounty Hunter can be like, don't worry guys, I'm on it, and he starts TPing up and helping him out. Like, he's not going to do anything either.
Yeah.
And they might even just... I guess they need all three heroes. I was going to say they might even just have two, not playing dual lane, but I think that Troll and Disruptor would be fine if it was straight up 2v2. But yeah, this is going to be very, very difficult for Exist again to get any kind of semblance of farm. 8 Mother is not really getting anything in the bottom lane, though.
Yeah, that's the trade-off. I mean, but the Venom hits are not getting anything is not that big of a deal, I think, whereas Exist not getting anything is pretty big. I don't know. In the middle lane, they might be able to have Weehaw head to the jungle at some point. He cancels his poof, he's going to buy boots, and he's almost level 3, and it's actually pretty even in CS. You notice the fan has one extra, well, actually now a couple extra after that Whirling Death, but Weehaw will be able to take this creep wave, poof it up. Pilot Eye on the backside looking for the courier, and he might get it here if he's looking closely. They should see this, and he's going to pick it out, and actually the courier heads inside of the tree line and might just stay there for a long period of time. And Pilot Eye backs away. He's like, nah, I don't want to get in and deal with this. So Hasteford picked up for Seal Kid. That's frightening. If he gets this, he could maybe even go on Weehaw.
I think he's going to save it for the Timber Saw. Yeah, Timber Saw's going to come up and pick it up. And that's really, really good for him equally. That means he can't get ganked, and it also means if he sees some kind of opening up top that he can just rush up there. And I've said this before, that when you're going aggro tri-lane, it's very, very important that you take that tower early, because it just... if the lane starts to get static and the supports move around, then it just kind of becomes a useless tri-lane, and then you can't really go back up there. So I think it's really important that you keep pressure on there. So this is what I'm talking about. He's TPing down bottom. We'll have to keep an eye closely up top to see how it unfolds. But now with them showing Seal Kid bottom, it could mean that they have an easier time up here top.
Yeah, we saw this a couple of days ago from Excalibur, where he got a free lane after they started. They had a really, really difficult tri-lane to face up against. Then Excalibur just kind of got farmed because they all left. They didn't take that tower. Pilot Eyes, they have a sentry. Seal Kid will just right-click him a bit, and he won't throw the cask out, but... Yeah, I don't know about this decision to rotate bottom, because now this allows Exist to farm a bit. Just any semblance of farm. He only has 2 last hits down, but that'll increase quickly. And, well, there is 13 last hits coming up for the Faceless Void, and this is still a dangerous combo to go up against, but we'll see.
And Timbersaw is doing very, very well mid, as to be expected. This is a very, very good matchup for him. He actually pops a haste rune. I don't think he gets a kill just because he's out of mana after that Whirling Death.
He'll bottle up a bit, but I don't think... Yeah, he's just kind of trying to zone out Weehaw here, and yeah, he's trying to just kind of make him scared. Bottom lane has turned into the aggro tri-lane coming up from Meepwn'd as Hani's rotated down. There's the Icarus dive, and Seal Kid getting body blocked. The Flame Spirit's going. The cast bouncing. Now there's the kinetic field, and Seal Kid might get caught. The right click. It will be your first blood for Pilot Eye. He'll take some harass. No Shadow Walk. He's solo. He is going to fall. 1-for-1 trade. Pilot Eye was the one to get the kill, so hopefully he bought before he died. I'm not sure.
Maybe. I think he maybe bought boots. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know, but
so.
I actually don't know if that's totally worth it. I think 8 Mother's fine getting that return kill. It means he got more experience as well, so they're now almost up to level 4. I don't think that Bounty Hunter is really going to do much with that. Like, he's still only level 2. Doesn't seem too effective. Troll's still not really getting anything, only has 7 CS compared to 24 for Era. So yeah, it was nice they got first blood, but I don't think it really changes anything in favor of Meepwn'd too much.
Gonna go. There's the poof in, and Giannis Fan's gonna take another harass. Nice second Earthbind, but he's gonna Timber Chain away, and Giannis Fan stays alive barely. Nice gank there coming out from... They actually needed Hani, and he just wasn't there. With a kinetic field, it doesn't matter. He's gonna Timber Chain away anyways, but cast down bottom onto Simba. He has Icarus dive, and he actually misses... Well, he hits off his Flame Spirit onto Seal Kid. Another one, jukes that one. Voodoo Restoration. Seal Kid takes a lot of damage. Venom Scale. Simba has to Icarus dive now, and even then, he's going to get Plague Warded. He has a stick charge that he can use. They're still chasing him down. He should be okay for the most part.
Pilot Eye coming in here actually has no Shuriken toss, but the damage might be enough.
Restoration. It's not going to be there, I don't think. It's going to bounce back, and 8 Mother's solo, and they just can't get the kill because Seal Kid with that Voodoo Restoration. Yeah, if he had Shuriken toss, then he probably gets that, but he's only level 2. That's the big issue.
Yep, it was really, really close, but just didn't quite have the levels or the extra damage to get it. Mid Joseph fan, he's up to level 6 now, so Chakram's online. And Hani's been roaming around a lot, which means they're totally sacking this troll. I thought that would have been an opening when they saw the Witch Doctor TP bottom to try to maybe, you know, bring Bounty Hunter up top and get this troll some more farm because they would be on a 3-on-2 situation then. But he chose to just do the other thing, which was roam around, which I don't know if it's actually really done that much, to be honest. I guess it got that first blood, which is great.
Yeah.
But again, with the innate problem is this troll is going to get absolutely nothing.
And the trade-off is that they're getting plenty of farm. In fact, Simba has 30 CS, but I mean, for a Phoenix in comparison to a Troll Warlord, how much is that helping? He does have his level 6 now. He's an earn charge as well, or earn rather, and that's nice. He'll probably go for Midas like he always does on the Phoenix, but Mirage is just, he actually does have 10 CS, which is more than he probably should have in this lane.
Well, that's mostly coming from the jungle, from the little small camp that he's been farming. Opponents have banned the Veno 14 times against NiP, another 8 Mothers. Yeah, it seems to be a hero that they like a lot. Era, he's only level 5, but he should know that he pinged out that Pilot Eye was up top.
They're going to try to go for Hanskin? No, the TP coming in from Seal Kit and Pilot Eye just backs away in time. Whirling Axes are going to go, and now the Trilane versus Trilane continues. Central Pilot Eye is going to get caught. Maybe Ice Vortex. They should have vision for another couple of seconds. Now they lose it. And Era is actually not going to be able to get the kill. Kinetic Field goes Thunderstrike, and a lot of time wasted on the Pilot Eye as he heads towards that top rune spot into the mid lane.
If Era gets a first hit bash, they maybe get that kill, but it's hard to say.
And Weeha's farm is starting to dwindle. 30 CS, and he actually has to go back home to, I think, regen up. He'll actually jump in mid, the TP going through, and they're going to poof in some other heroes, maybe another Earthbind, but no, they're deciding not to, actually. Jonas Fan is out of mana. He'll actually bottle up. He has enough for like a Timber Chain and another ability, and that's about it. So he's going to get away. He's regenning up with reactive armor pretty quickly.
Yeah, and he's doing very, very well in mid, and like I said, this is to be expected. This is a great pick against Meepo, not only just in lane, but in general. He just does a lot of AoE magic damage. Actually, not even magic damage, it's pure. So both Timber Chain and Chakram are pure. Which is really, really strong, obviously.
And Whirling Death if you hit it near a tree, which is just a weird ability because of that, but...
Yeah. Yeah, well, and it's good. It gives them the stat loss percent as well, which is good against Meepo, or anybody for that matter.
Weeha's going to run back mid. He has almost enough for a point booster here, if that's going to be his next item. His main hero is getting kind of low, but he's starting to get some CS. A lot of this is going to be coming from the jungle pretty soon, but... Simba continues to stay bottom. Looks like he is going to be going for that Midas. He has level 8, and he's farming up a Storm. But top lane, the highest CS of the game goes for NiP currently. The Void, the Morbid Mask rather, and he'll be going for his Mask of Madness pretty soon.
Well, I guess the one thing they have going for them is that Troll's bumped up to 22 CS, whereas 8 Mother has like absolutely nothing. He's finally just now dipped into the jungle to get some extra CS, but up till this point, I think he pinged out. I don't know if he saw Pilot Eye. Yeah, I think he did. And he does have a dust on him.
He's not going to pop it.
It would be kind of a random poppage of the dustage. So he's not going to do that. And even if he does, I guess Witch Doctor's nearby, but he doesn't have boots.
A-Mother definitely saw that. He just saw him, I think, Shadow Walk right next to him. He picked him out.
He's blocking some camps, or he's trying to at least. I'm very curious to see how effective this farmed Phoenix can be. Last time we saw Phoenix play him in Dota Pit, I think he fell flat on his face. He didn't get this much farm in the start, but he didn't really get anything done either. So we'll have to see if he can have more of an impact with all this early farm that he's accumulated.
It feels like for now, Meepwn'd they're a bit behind here. Actually, it's very even in net worth currently, but I think it's on different cores than maybe they would like to have their farm on. And Era is the one hero that is, he wanted farm and he's getting farm currently. Time Walk, Chronosphere, and Barrage, glimpse onto Era. Kinetic Field goes, and kind of a waste of a Chronosphere because in really good positioning for Hani. Now they actually TP and Simba. Hanskin is in trouble. Era's going to try to fight this as well, but Hanskin might just die to these Flame Spirits. Misses the second one. Whirling Death Chakram, and they actually get Jonas Fan into the top lane. The kill exists, and they did not expect that. They did not expect Jonas Fan to come out of nowhere and obliterate poor Exist on the troll again. Chakram, Hani actually pops the Kinetic Field, and Timber Chain does not stop, or it goes through the Kinetic Field rather, and he's actually just being a huge nuisance to these two heroes.
Yeah,
And they should
really,
take this tier 1 tower as well.
really nice rotation. He had a second haste rune there, and that's what helped him. So very nice for him. That was a very weird chrono from Era, because even without the glimpse from Hani, it was a nice play by Exist by casting the Whirling Axis. If you can do that right before the chrono happens, his miss chance goes up the root, like, or however you say it. It just goes up really high. And he doesn't get that kill either way, so it was kind of a weird play from Era.
We are not going to get the tower. It's going to get denied. Top target's denied as well. A deny for a deny coming out for both teams. Well, that could have been a lot worse for Meepwn'd. They deny the tower. They get the mid tower, although denied again, and they get a bit of farm. Exist does fall, but this is what you were talking about. At least they take the safe lane tower up top for NiP, make sure that goes down. Oh, they see Era. And he doesn't have time walk. They know that he's here. Sunray is going to go, and Era is going to fall. That's a huge kill. And they catch him out. Hani gets the last hit. Nice. They played. Oh, Exist is going to walk right into that Ice Blast, though.
Yep, nicely done. And Meepwn'd in the meantime is actually in some trouble too.
Earthbind going to come in. Weehaw will secure the kill. Pilot Eye getting pretty low. He actually doesn't have TP scroll. He might die to this range creep. Okay, he's fine. Buys Arcanes, by the way. Now TP away.
You old Arcane's Bounty Hunter. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Alright, well, Trollty coming up top to put some damage. It's actually all out of mana now too. Hani, he's TPing back to base, level 5, doesn't have his ulti yet. This Meepo is getting more farm though. It's actually closing in on that Aghanim Scepters, and he'll have it after another 1,000 gold, so that's when Meepo really starts to come online. His farm really increases after that. By that time it's usually the 4th Meepo, yeah. He'll have 4 Meepos up at that time, so... And we'll see if they come online. Hani does get hit by an Ice Blast, just hit. He needs to be at like 60 HP.
Yeah, he'll
so, yeah. Oh god, that was very close actually. That was really close.
These ancient apparitions, like, are you serious? Are you for real right now? Like, second game in a row where, we are. Oh, it bounces. This is a problem. He's in some trouble. Gotta try to poof away. He'll make it out alive. Gets back home. And so many rotations, actually. He forces out a lot of movement coming from NiP. And pretty solid coming up for him. Otherwise, if he goes down there, that's a problem. But yeah, he should become the CS leader once he gets a couple more clones. And then after he gets his Aghanim Scepter, probably goes for the Blink Dagger into, who knows, Heart of Trask maybe? I don't know. Scotty.
For what, Meepo?
Yeah, after you get your Blink.
Yeah, you go Ags, Blink, Sheep
Bots,
is
maybe?
really popular. Yeah, bots, but yeah, Sheep, Scotty, and then I've seen Diffuse will just absolutely wreck, which would be pretty good against Timbersaw as well.
Yeah,
But
right.
the problem here with NiP is that the Faceless Void doesn't, I wouldn't say has hard counters, but like it's obviously good against Meepo, it's good against Bounty Hunter, but you really need a BKB this game. Otherwise, the Whirling Death or the Whirling Axe is going to be pretty annoying. And yeah, oh sorry, someone came at my door. I was like, what the heck?
Flame Spirits as well can be kind of a problem for Era inside of that Chronosphere, especially if they don't catch out the Phoenix. Meanwhile, top lane, Era, I mean, he's getting shadowed by Pylai Die currently. Exist is like, well, I'm just going to back away. I think I'm going to get chronoed. Weehaw starting to rotate over, and they might be able to get the kill if they can get some really nice Earthbinds, but he could just, I think, time walk at that point, so. And Era will just back away, so he realizes he's maybe not safe to get this kill top lane. Ice Blast is going to fly up. Weehaw's going to go ahead and poof away, and that Ice Blast is just, it hits nothing. Track goes into Era. He should know. And Pilota is going to back up, and he's going to be way in the trees. Actually, he's just, yeah.
Phoenix
Smoke.
is trying to stop this push bottom, does have his mice, and there we go, 14-minute Ags for Meepo, so can farm a lot faster. They're totally trying to surround this Faceless Void.
Storm,
Handscape
kinetic
just runs
field.
right into it.
He's going to TP away. He's not going to make it out. I think the Shuriken Toss came just to stop it. They're going to get two track kills, I believe, going their way. That's huge. In fact, they lose 3 heroes because bottom lane 8 Mother gets obliterated by Weehaw. Nice engagement from Meepwn'd. Really nice.
Yeah, and that's going to be closer to his Blink as well. So Meepo is going to start to take off. Timbersaw gets a nice kill onto the Bounty Hunter, but it's just to support Bounty Hunter. It doesn't really matter too much. And it's going to get to the point where, yes, this Timbersaw is very, very strong against Meepo. Speaking of, he's actually trying to... Oh, wow, that was a lot of damage.
Weehaw. Sunray going. Move one away. More TP's coming in. Onskid gets there, Era not there, and Weeha's just going to TP out. It looks like no cast coming in, and a lot of rotations again, but they will defend the tower. It is in deny range, so no towers actually falling in this game, like in terms of them getting to full gold.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
I'm actually really scared for NiP. I don't think that the Void's going to do very much this game. Like I said, the Whirling Axe is very strong. Disruptor can just glimpse him away if he doesn't have a BKB, which he won't have for quite some time. And the Meepo is really starting to come online. He's up to level 12. A couple solo kills and he'll be like level 20 in no time, or level 17 and then, or what is it when you get your ulti?
I think it's 17.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Meepo player. But yeah, he'll have those 5 Meepos in no time.
And he's gonna start his he's gonna get so much experience from just the jungle and even some kills and group waves and oh god, Pilot, be careful, buddy. Random dust could go at any point in time. You don't want that. Nice blast flying down bottom. Another track going in. They ping him out. They know that he's here. Air's not gonna gamble and take a chance on a Chronosphere. That would be something else.
Yeah. Be pretty bad if he missed. Also, the tracks are helping Bounty Hunter just a little bit too. By giving him some extra gold.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Currently mid. Jonas and Van's gonna clear out this tier 2 tower, or tier 1 rather. Yeah, this is gonna fall. And this time it actually does go down and they get some gold going their way. The top lane goes. Exist pops up his battle trance. Weeha's nearby. He's got a couple heroes at home. And the glyph goes. Yeah, I think NiP are going to be in a really tough position here because they're not able to kill Weeha. They rotate so many heroes in and it just actually poops away because they have a cask and that's it as far as lockdown goes besides a Chronosphere.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they have, like I said, the Chrono can set it up with an AA blast, but AA's kind of under-leveled. Is not going to have an Aghanims at any decent clip like he did last time. Well, action up top, maybe onto the Troll. Meepo, he's thinking about actually going onto Seal Kid here. And he does.
Jonas fan walking up, looking to get a kill. Timber Chain about to go, cancels it actually, and they have to decide who they want to go on, and it's going to be Exist. And he actually avoids the Chakram, and he might just walk away. And Weeha also TP's out. I think actually the Void was trying to TP, yeah, and he actually, yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to look down there, but he tried to TP out, and I'm sure he got Shuriken tossed. Montpax, thank you for confirming that for me. I appreciate it. Back on a 8 mother, and yeah, that's huge because if that TP goes, they get a Chronosphere, and that becomes an issue.
And Meepo does have his blink now. Picks it up right now, 18 minutes, just 4 minutes after he gets the Ags. And this is where Meepo really starts to have some fun. You can get tons of solo kills on almost everybody. Can't really kill the Timbersaw. He can even kill himself with a Bloodstone. He does have the damage, though. I mean, Timbersaw does have the damage. He just needs the Meepos to be there. But Weeha's doing a good job about separating them, making sure that if his cooldown of Poof is not up, he runs them around and kites around until it is up. And he's actually going to go for a Roche now as he poofs in with help of Troll ulti.
Yeah, meanwhile, you can see Pilot being kind of a nuisance near the Ancient Stack, and we're actually thinking about leaving the Roche Pit. I'm not sure. He's indecisive as to what to do. They are rotating every hero over. He's going to poof out and make sure he gets the hell out of there. I think they need some sort of armor reduction or anything to be able to take that, and he needs to be a bit safer.
Well, he's also very scared of the AA ulti coming out, yeah, he really needs to make sure that either AA is dead or the AA blast was already used somewhere else on the map.
He can slowly whittle it down. By the way, Exist, who we talked about, had a really rough start. He doesn't have the most CS in the world, but the kill with the track top lane got him about 1,000 gold. He has a helm now. He's going to battle trance. The creep wave will clear up the tower, and they finally take down that last tier 1 for them. And 3,000 gold, he might get a BKB earlier than he did in the last game.
Yep, and AA blast was just used top, and they actually pinged out Roche right after it was.
Oh, but the Ice Vortex goes. Now they have vision, and Weeha has to leave. Chakram goes, it'll catch one Meepo, and he'll poof the rest of them. He poofs literally 2 feet in front of him.
Oh, Void? Okay, he activates the Mask of Madness. I thought he was going to go in, but thought better of it.
Eric goes back to farming.
This is a really weird build by Bounty Hunter, too, by the way. He went 4 into the Shuriken Toss. It's very valued at level 2 because it goes up double in damage from 1 to 2, and then half of that from 2 to 3. And it's actually a really weird 100 damage increase, then 50, then 75. How does that work out? That needs to be redone. That is awkward.
Yeah. This is a weird hero in general. Also, Bounty getting arcane boots is like, ugh. It's kind of sketchy.
It's fine. It's not that bad. He's just trying to roam around and just be an extra movable ward, basically. So he needs the mana, I suppose.
Yeah, they needed to get a gem at some point in the future, and I think NiP are probably looking for that pretty soon. Honestly, Jonas and Fan's not getting it. Pylai Die is being shadowed. Era's not going to get it. Seal Kid and Hanskin are both poor. Brother probably is going to be the one to buy the gem.
Yeah, that's the problem is these supports, you look at the net worth, they are clearly at the bottom. Actually, their net worth combined is equal to the lowest net worth of Meepwn'd, which is the Disruptor. That's to put in perspective how poor these supports are.
Yeah, and it's not going to be, there's going to be absolutely no Ancient Apparition items coming out anytime soon. Whereas the axe for the Disruptor might be done. Meanwhile, NiP smoke into Roche, and what Meepwn'd wanted to do, especially Weehaw, get in there and take that Roche, looks to be, actually, it's not going to go their way. Maybe, oh, Simba could go with an Icarus dive. And they actually sent in a troll, so they know this is happening. Chakram coming in. And actually, Jonas and Fan, they're going to head into this tier 1 tower and probably try to take this, and Simba is very close. They have an observer ward here for the Radiant team, as you can clearly see on the cliff. Sunray goes, he doesn't see them in the pit now. They're going to jump in. Simba is going to fall here. Death ward goes, and it actually is inside the Chronosphere, unfortunately, so it doesn't work. How unfortunate. Not that it matters. Simba falls anyways. They'll take the tier 1 tower. The glyph's going to go. Yeah, this is gone. And the Exist is still top. He actually is going in SNY instead of going for that BKB. I'll try to split push the tier 2 tower, but
I feel like that Witch Doctor change is something I'm still not going to remember if I play it in a game. I'm still going to be so used to just throwing it down wherever. Hopefully I don't screw it up.
Like, oh, that's in the pit. That's in the Chronosphere. That's not going to work out. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, not that it matters because they got that kill regardless, but like Steel Kid, he clearly was trying to get it right on the edge, and it was just inside the Chronosphere.
God, Jonas and Fan's so farmed. He's top net worth in the game. Up to bots now, on top of that with a point booster over the Bloodstone, so tons of mana. Actually picked up a blink himself. I heard a glimpse somewhere. It actually went onto the Void, I believe, but he just runs out of the kinetic field, so couldn't time it properly, unfortunately, for Honey.
Yeah. They're going to head to Roche, and with Mirage, with Exist and Weehaw into this pit, Ice Blast is going to come through and it's going to connect, and they can't really leave this pit now. Kinetic Field's going to go. Jonas Fan's going to come in. Weehaw is going to get obliterated. They'll glimpse it back out. Weehaw needs to leave. The Supernova going in. The cast actually goes on to Roche. Weehaw getting just caught out. Now the Chronosphere might go. Static Storm. Weehaw not dead yet. He's so low. The right click finally goes. Era getting low as well. He's not dead. It's a 1-for-0 trade. Poison Nova goes on to Simba, the only one. They'll stick charge up. Supernova now down. He can earn up. And now NiP are going to try to take this pit. A Roche attempt here. And to get the kill, there's going to be Jonas Fan on the backside just obliterating Exist. What a bad fight for Meepwn'd. They lose 3 heroes. They lose the... Wow, did that Maelstrom proc? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it did. They lose 4 heroes. They lose the Aegis. What a goddamn disaster for Meepwn'd. And NiP just... destroying. They might even lose all 5. Pylai Die is in some trouble. He's done. Jonas Fan is carrying this game hardcore. All 5 dead for Meepwn'd. What a goddamn disaster.
This Timbersaw pick is just really paying dividends for NiP. Like, no one else is really that farmed on the side of NiP, and even, like I talked about, Void feels kind of useless in team fights, at least right now. He really needs a BKB.
Oh, Jonas Fan, this is it. He's going to have to commit suicide here. He will.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Simba tied to the Maelstrom procs on the cliff. I'm pretty sure they can proc and hit units too that aren't even in vision. It's actually really annoying. So, really good for Era that hit, but yeah, he still really needs a BKB, I feel, to really get the proper ultis off and not have the miss chance from the whirling axes or what have you, or the glimpse. But and look, Jonas Fan, he just suicides, but he's already up and ready to go. Still has 8 charges. He actually bots top. And with his Bloodstone being on cooldown, I think they can kill him here.
Yeah, they're going to try to go on him. They have a Static Storm, and they're going to pop the Thunderstrike, and he is in some trouble. He just kind of went to his death, and
that was
a really big mistake. With the track gold kill, that's a huge pickup. Meanwhile, they will kill Weehaw down in the bottom lane, I believe, with Era. I'm not sure who gets the kill. 8 Mother, actually, yeah. And they kind of surround him and get the kill, and well, it's a 1-for-1 exchange, and at least they do get 1,000 gold for the kill onto Timbersaw, and Disruptor getting 500 of that. Simba is in trouble. No Icarus Hive. He's going to pop the Supernova up, and I don't think they can kill this Supernova. And A-Mother takes a lot of the damage there, and he's just going to be able to Icarus dive. Pops the Flame Spirits, and a Cask's going to go, and he's in trouble. They're actually going to just try to cover the retreat here. Eul Scepter going as well. He has TP Scroll. He's going to Icarus dive further into the trees, trying to TP out. They jump in, first hit bash. Not that it matters. They get the kill regardless, I think.
Yeah, it just feels a little bit better getting that bash, you know?
Yeah.
So Arrow will be fine with that. He's up to 5k gold, so if he wanted BKB, he could definitely buy it now. And yeah, I think that, yeah, he buys it. That's definitely the item to get. And now these Chronospheres are going to start to be a lot more effective. Because now he doesn't really have to care about his positioning. He doesn't have to be frugal with his ultis. He can just throw out and pass them willy-nilly. And yeah, it's going to be good for him. Meepo, I think, is working towards the sheep. Doesn't really have anything else other than the ulti orb. Only ulti orb in like 500 gold, which is not that great, honestly. He's had that blink for quite some time, so his farm has really been stifled by the aggression around that last team fight around Roche.
Yeah, he had 2 deaths in that span of time, and because of that, he can't really get anything done. The rest of his team is too busy farming. SNY, Humble the Dominator for the troll. He also has 1600 gold. Exists has more farm in this game than he had last game.
Still feels like he can't do that much, though, you know?
Yeah, he's only got almost 10,000 in net worth, and that's not even great. Highlight Eye running into Sentry Wards. They're going to Plague Ward him up, and again, no gem yet from the Radiant team. I imagine soon they go for one, though. Yeah,
we didn't talk about this too much either, but the Eul's pickup, which he uses on himself to get rid of the track. Kind of funny. But they know that Pilot Eye is kind of being annoying here. Pilot Eye actually has a blink of his own. So Blink on the Bounty Hunter. I do like Blink on Bounty Hunter, actually. But I still think it's weird that he only has 1 point into Janata. The cooldown reduction
Blink,
of anything.
Earthbind going in. Temper Chain's going to go. The Shrew can toss another Earthbind. They're going to back away. I'm surprised they could have gotten the kill. There was nobody there to help him out. Oh.
Well, they didn't have vision. That's the thing. Is they don't see what we see. They were thinking maybe Void's right behind, and they all die. So I think it was still the right call. Yeah. Gem coming up for the Veno, so
there it is.
No more shenanigans from Bounty Hunter. And if he does get Eul's, he can't blink out. That's the important thing to note.
Pilot Eye is going to just be sitting dangerously in this dire jungle, or raiding jungle, excuse me. He does need to be careful now, and he's going to just TP home, it looks like. And had he stayed there, he definitely dies. But I don't. They might see 8-Mother with this gem sometime in the near future if they're keeping an eye on him, which they really need to at this point. Top lane, Arrow's going to walk up, and he's going to walk into the lane. And Weehawk could actually go on him with help, but no one else is there to help him out.
He's got an Aegis and a BKB.
Yeah.
There's no way you're killing him.
True.
So he feels, like I said, this BKB pickup is really what he needed, and now he kind of feels invincible at this point. Ag's coming up for the Timber Saw. That's so good for double Chakram, especially against a Meepo. And look at Meepo's farm is just not taking off at all. It's just been very, very low compared to what I normally see Meepos do. Just has felt too much pressure with Void being off the map. Void's been farming a lot in the jungle too, so he has not been showing too much.
That's tough. Arrow has constant pressure. Just, I mean, like you said, being off the map is just so scary for this people who can't really farm as much as he wants to. And he really needs to be in the jungle. Like he needs to not only be in the jungle, but his clones need to be elsewhere on the map. And I mean, he's sitting with 3 clones at the tier 3 tower bottom. That's how afraid he is currently. They are stacking up an ancient stack here. Timber Saw has only been picked up 8 times against Meepo all time. He is 6-2, so
really good against Meepo, yeah.
Pretty solid. And by the way, Jonas fan, speaking of him, Timber Saw is invisible, and they're going to try to find somebody here. And it's probably going to be Exist, and he actually might just back away. If he doesn't, he's going to get Chronosphere, and actually Jonas fan pops his invis, and he gets spotted out. Highlight Eye is still invis, by the way. 8-Mother's down bottom, so they don't have the gem true sight. And it looks like Meepo would want to take their jungle back. They're going to head over in 4s. All 5 heroes. The clones are bottom. And Air's going to get tracked up. Aegis is gone, but again, he still has that BKB. Very tough to kill him.
Yep. You can get, if you get really lucky with your bashes on Troll and the right initiation, maybe you kill him, but even then it's kind of iffy. Oh, he might just BKB this,
yep.
Yeah. But that's worth it. You got a 10-second BKB charge, so I would take that any day of the week if I was Meepwn'd.
And by the way, Disruptor is 1 component away from his Aghanim Scepter, and that's one way to deal with a BKB coming out from the Faceless Void is that Ag, so...
That's actually massive, and as you mentioned, that's really the only counter I have right now. And Meepo gets a solo kill onto the enchant. That's an easy one.
Yeah, Weehaw needs to thinking about leaving though. He's gonna just try to poop away, and he's gonna make it out. And they need some sort of. I mean, they really need lockdown. And I actually would not be surprised to see like a Hex or something coming out from Unisub at some point in the future, just to lock down the Meepo. I don't know if he can even get the kill with a Hex. That's the problem. The only way they can really lock him down is with a Chronosphere or a Cast, maybe.
Yeah, casks are quite good, but the Witch Doctor has been under-farmed and he's not very mobile either. And Meepo obviously is, so. Sheep could definitely help. It would only take care of one Meepo, but if you can time it while he's poofing and get it at the last possible second, you can maybe buy yourself enough time for your team to come by or get enough damage. But speaking of Sheeps, Meepo's actually closing in on his. I think needs another 1,000 gold and he'll have it.
Yep. So he'll get there if he could stay alive. That's the main issue. And the good thing is he has his clones across the map, and one's actually in the well currently and just sitting there. The other is sitting bottom, looking to try to take this wave. It gets to the point where Meepo starts taking everything on the map, and all of a sudden the farm, you have to like use Ancients or the jungle if you're existing. Well, luckily Simba has a Midas, and he actually has a Shiva's Guard for Simba, so that's a really big item.
Oh, bottom. Oh god, he gets obliterated.
He gets caught out. Big kill. Seal Kid pops the paralyzing cast. They come in with the chakrams, the double chakram, and the Venomancer cleans up. And, well, good thing for Meepo is that his respawn time is not very long, but still he goes down. And he was pretty close, very close, in fact, to that Hex, and now he's dead. And he loses a bit of money. He's only up to 2,300 now, so.
They really want to kill Hanskin up here. He's been farming up here for quite some time, trying to close in on that Ag Scepter. If they can get a track onto him before they dive, yeah, there's the track. They might just dive this now up top. TP support coming in.
And Ice Blast, Pilot Eye's gonna leave. More TP's coming in, air on the backside, and Pilot Eye's gonna try to TP out here, and he might actually make it. He will.
Yeah.
But they do take the tier 3 tower bottom as well.
Yeah, I'm almost wondering if they should give this gem to someone that's gonna actually be running around more, because he has this gem, which is nice, but he's just been farming. So they actually don't get really any kills onto the bounty hunter, which is kind of unfortunate. But
yeah, this gem is not really doing that much actually. And they probably saw it on 8 Mother at least. I'm pretty sure they know that's there. So hey, all you have to do is Pilot Eyes, stay up against, stay away from him, kind of avoid him.
It's a blink onto the void. We were talking about that, I believe, last cast.
Yeah.
How oh, didn't you say your friend was like getting blink on Quap or something, or blink on Anti-Mage?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Time walk in, blink out, or blink in, time walk out. I actually is probably the better option.
Yeah. So it'll give him a faster initiation, basically, with the ulti. I think that's why people buy it, or Envy is notorious for buying this item onto Vase's Void. And yeah, like I said, I think it's just for a very, very quick, faster initiation of the Chronosphere. But there is the Ags.
It's going to be huge now, and if they can get it in a small confined space, like, well, for example, oh god, Pilot Eye, you've made a good, oh, you are dead, Yule Scepter's going to go, and that's the problem. He was doing so well, and then he just goes to the jungle where A-Mother is, and he just gets caught out with a gem.
Yep. Fortunate for him, and that's timely for NiP, because Roshan has just respawned, and I think they can easily fight this. With wards being up everywhere, given to proper vision, Chronosphere being up online. So we'll see if they go for this. Sheep is online though for Meepo, just picked it up now.
Yeah, it's a big item. Again, if they can get a fight in a tight, confined space though, again, Disruptor can start doing some work, but they're split pushing, they're making sure this wave is pushed out bottom. Mid lane is probably going to get pushed out pretty soon. Weehaw is top, and he just got that Hex as you mentioned. The third blink for Void in 6.83. Envy rushed 1 at 21 minutes, and ZSMJ purchased late game 1 at 61 minutes.
Yeah, see, that makes a lot more sense, but rushing it at 21 minutes, that's so weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Guess it's really depends on the game, I suppose, but anyway, here's the Roche attempt.
This could be big. Whirling Axes go, the Icarus dive as well, and they just back away. Arrow pops the BKB, he gets it off, so...
Whoa.
I don't know, that's down for 70 seconds now.
I feel like that was a little bit premature.
Yeah, I agreed. I mean, maybe he knows how he has an negative scepter, but even so, I don't know if you really go that quickly with the BKB if you jump that quickly. Now I think if you're Meepwn'd, you can contest this. Does Unisub have bots up? Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
So we could just TP at a moment's notice. Ag's done for A-Mother now. Oh god, these abilities are gonna start wrecking face.
Ooh, if he can hit 16 somehow before this next fight, it'd be really, really massive. He keeps using himself to get rid of that track. It's actually a pretty nice little tool to use. Not the longest cooldown in the game, and then you lose that vision of him. So I like that. I think even without that, Yule's is still a good item.
It's a solid choice. And yeah, like you said, it's like 15, 20 second cooldown. No reason not to. They'll set into the melee creep into Roshan, a Helmet of the Dominator melee creep, just to scout things out. Whose Iron Branches that kill it?
Kind of a static game right now, though.
Yeah.
Nothing's really happening.
We haven't seen a kill in some time, I think. But NiP head back into Roshan and kill that melee creep real quick. Top lane, Weehaw continues to farm. He's already up to 2,000 gold after he just bought that set of ice. Blink for Simba, by the way. Speaking of initiation, this is one way to do it.
Yeah.
Blink in Supernova. Get a couple of fire spirits off beforehand, hopefully.
Yeah, you can even kind of get a very quick Icarus dive too, because it will refresh after you cast the ultimate. So.
And yeah, this is just kind of no team really wants to take the game by the hands and initiate. Seal could find Simba. Fire spirits are trying to zone him out, and Seal could just backs up. He's like, I don't want to take that damage. And it really comes down to Roshan right now. This is going to be a huge fight if one breaks out. One team might just get a kill and take Roshan, but who knows?
Well, Hanskin's closing in on his Axe. So this is actually good for him. He's at level 11, which is not bad. And he just needs this creep wave and he'll have it. And Paladai is blinking, and they actually saw him. They pinged him out immediately. And he blinks into the trees here. So I don't know what he's trying to do here.
This is kind of weird.
Yeah, he can't really pick off anyone solo. Oh wait, no, it's because it's Simba coming down here.
It's just a stalker in the trees. Paladai being a creep a bit, and there's this bounty hunter. Oh yeah, they're going on Hanskin. The Shivas comes in as well. Sunray, and he actually is so close. And he might get killed here. Shuriken Toss is not enough. The Flame Spirits miss, and he stays alive, and his Axe is going to be purchased now. Now the Supernova has to go. Unison Fan, not really the best right clicker. Steel Kid comes as well. 8 Mother, and they just can't take this down. Another Icarus dive. A Blink Dagger's ready to go as well. He'll get out. But they don't kill Hanskin. He's so low, but his Axe is done. Whew, he's thanking his lucky stars. That would have been a disaster if he died.
I'm wondering why he didn't just stop his Icarus dive and to attack him more and use more fire spirits onto him. Because he had the blink out, he had the ulti if he needed it. I think they easily could have got that kill if he played it a little bit better.
Yeah, they played safe. That's fair. They certainly don't lose anybody, but they don't get the kill. It looks like Meepo is going to Scotty, by the way. He has his ultimate orb, and his second one's going to be pretty soon as well. Void need to go Ags. NiP has 3 completed Ags and 1 less than 1.4k gold away. So you want 4 Ags then, huh?
Ags onto the Witch Doctor. Hell, get the Ags on the Faceless Void too. It's pretty good this game.
Yeah, so 5 Ags this game. Well,
possibly.
Could happen. I'm totally down for it. Ags on Void's not bad, but as a 1-position Void, which you talked about earlier, you kind of lack damage when you do that, I think.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad substitute now, though, for a Refresher, the Refresher, because since they nerfed the mana cost on the Faceless Void ulti, it's now 300 at level 3. It's really hard to actually get 2 ultis off, because you never really buy any mana items other than Aghanims for the Faceless Void. So it's actually a change I haven't personally seen come into effect. It's more of one you look at and say, wow, this is really going to affect his late game potential.
Yeah.
But I've actually never seen it come into play.
Well, I don't think an Ags is that bad of an item, like you said, late game, but he's right now, he's working on damage. Seal Kid and the rest of the squad heading into the Roach Pit, and they find a Centaur Conqueror there just saying, hi, how do you do? He'll die. They're going to head into the pit, maybe. 8 Mother Era and everybody getting there. Unison Fan actually TP's bottom. So this is probably going to be an uncontested NiP Roshan, and Era with Chilling Touch, and I mean, Rosh is pretty tanky, but he should fall quickly.
We'll see Simba's coming down here. They're pinging it out. They actually know they're doing it.
Oh, it's a Manta style coming out from Meepo. I thought for sure he was going to go for Scotty.
Huh. Yeah, that's weird to me.
It's a lot of damage, so.
Why would he get Manta? Huh.
Not sure.
Like, they definitely have AoE. The ulti's actually used. Yeah, that's weird.
That's pretty nice. Era's taking a bit of damage here, but Roche is still in some trouble. Icarus type goes again. Flame Spirits go and 8. They just can't. They can't get in the pit. This fan out going on to Simba, and he just kills him with the Whirling Death from the Chakram. And now this is most certainly going to be the NiP Aegis coming out. The area's going to pick it up. They're going to smoke immediately out of it. Meepo Illusions heading top. The rest of his clones in the jungle, but maybe they can get this mid-tier 2 tower if they push it in. They're going to head to the jungle, and they might actually find out Meepo's Illusions.
How did Jonas Van take down the Phoenix from full to nothing?
He jumped on him with double Chakram and then Whirling Deathed him, and he died almost instantly.
Oh my god, that's so much damage. I thought he was surely fine because his cooldowns got refreshed and
well, he had just used his Icarus dive.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess he used his Icarus dive into the Roche pit like that, but man, that shows the damage coming out from Timbersaw.
Oh yeah.
It's insane.
It's absurd. And on top of that, he is going to get a Perseverance. His Lincoln Sphere is now done. Okay, I guess that's... he can't get glimpsed.
Can't get sheeped either.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing.
Which is pretty good against Meepo because that's his only targetable spell, and it's a very, very strong one at that. He can also use it onto the Void too if he feels that Void's about to get hexed.
I honestly say not to deal with the Unison fan, just let him go in fights, but he does too much damage now for him to just be completely, you know, ignored, I'd say. And finally, they're going to start getting this top tier 2 tower. Mid tier 2 is going to be the last in the game, and Eric jumps in as well. Mjolnir proc put on him. Tier 2 is going to be gone, and Meepwn'd are just maybe a couple of bad fights away from going down, and NiP might move on. Meepwn'd might be caught out, and actually, Pilot Eye blinks away. Nice reaction time there. They're pushing up to the high ground again. Tier 2 mid means that they can't really take anything other than this top set of Rex, even if they get a fight that they win. But they're not going to go for this, I don't think. Air's tracked up, although he has Aegis. And you just look at bottom and mid getting pushed in. So again, Meepwn'd doing a very solid job of split pushing, but TP comes in from Jonas Japan. Weehaw actually is fine because, again, no Hex and no real way to stop him. Weeha's going to try to run. Earthbind goes. Lincoln Sphere still going up on top of him. Double Chakram. He's really trying to get out, but I'm not sure why he just hasn't pooped.
Yeah,
there he goes. Oh, and he yields the creep. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Sealk's getting caught out. Tracks up on him. This could be a big kill.
He's got a 14 stick. He's trying to use it at the last possible second.
Glimpse is going to get used anyways. And meanwhile, Eric gets the kill on to exist in the middle lane. Shuriken toss. Blink away. Death Ward gonna go. Hani in trouble, but there's gonna be the Static Storm. He used Static Storm. Oh no, trying to cover his retreat, but he's gonna get Ice Blasted. Hanskin just shoots him in the face with that giant Ice Blast.
Oh,
now
the
Simba getting caught. Oh, but the Supernova Weehaw coming in. Era has Aegis. He goes down immediately. Can they get another Earthbind here? He has BKB. Oh, he gets Hex up. No, he's gonna time walk away.
What?
He doesn't get to the high ground. He did it too low, and Era's gonna fall. Era his BKB on cooldown. Hanskin TPing away, but here comes Jonasen Fan. Earthbind going. He puts up the Lincoln Sphere. Jonasen Fan gonna stay alive for the time being. Another Earthbind, but he's in trouble. Timber Chain's up in a couple of seconds. Chakraman and Whirling Death doing so much work. Jonasen Fan's low, but he has to deny himself. Now the Poison Nova going onto Weehaw, and he's gonna try to get away, but now the Pupin and actually 8 Mother and full Earthbind going through. Weehaw is gonna get this kill. He needs to get home though immediately to try to heal up. But he can't TP out, it looks like, and Weeha's gonna fall. Big kill coming in from 8 Mother, but he actually loses the gem. PLD just picked off the Sheep's recipe as Jonas is pushing it at the secret shop. Did he kill it? Was it on the ground?
Well,
or it was on a courier and the courier died.
I don't see a courier
no,
here
it's
for...
the courier's dead.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. But crazy fight. I'm wondering if Faceless Void, first of all, like that time walk was pretty bad up towards the cliff. I mean, that was like a 400 range time walk when he has 1300 available. But I think if he time walked towards the bottom, like towards his team, because I think even if he got up the cliff, he still would have died. But I think if he just kind of bought some time and went towards his team, maybe he lives longer. Maybe they even save him with something. But nonetheless, very weird fight. He used the chrono already for the troll, which is fine. I think maybe you want to save that for the Meepo though. But obviously, when you see an opportunity, you take it. He saw it, and the troll did absolutely nothing in that fight because he killed him solo. And as long as Timbersaw can live in these engagements, and definitely that Shivas would have made a difference, unfortunately for him, you see how much damage he's doing. It's crazy.
Jonathan fan trying to put in work this game, but we are just destroying heroes. And that BKB not being up for the Void really cost him. He is going Refresher, by the way, and he just doesn't have any mana. I don't know, this is kind of a strange pickup.
I'm sorry, for who?
For Void, he did go for the Refresher Orb, he's picking it up now.
Doesn't have the mana. Like, I don't even think it's close. Oh,
Yeah.
Ape Mother gets Hex down here.
He is in some trouble. Good Poison Nova, good Yule Sip. Jonas Fan's gonna TP in. 8 Mother's still gonna die. But look at that damage. Ice Blast is gonna come in. Oh my god. That double Chakram Whirling Death obliterates Jonas Fan says, hi, you're dead. Let me just kill you real quick. And yeah, he is more than enough money for Shiva's Guard. Recipe on the Courier is about to respawn, and we are dead for 63 seconds. This Timbersaw, Jonas Fan is just keeping them in this game right now, and in fact, he's really making them lead this game.
It's doing a lot of damage. I mean, also the Poison Nova helped. The AA ulti was hitting as well. And AA looks like he wants to go for a... I don't know if it's going to be another Lincoln for their team. But, or maybe just a Hex, but both would be fine. Dear God, do you hear that stupid run
Yeah,
thing?
that was really just... Timbersaw has some obnoxious voice lines. That was when he picked up a Haze Rune. Usually they're pretty good, but...
Alright.
It's going to be the Axe done now for the Witch Doctor. You need one more Axe this game to have a team full of Axe, and Air goes for the wrong item. He picks up the other item, the Refresher Orb. And Bylight gets the Courier again. This time, the Shiva's Guard was picked up for Jonas Fan. He says, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, and he still has 3,500 gold. God, and he's actually going on to Hani here. And he gets the kill very, very easily.
And Static Storm wasted as well.
Yeah.
Nice kill. So all tier 2 towers gone now, and Meepwn'd, they really have to just hunker down here, and I don't know what they can do, but at this point they're pretty far behind. And NiP are 1 win away from going and moving on and playing up against Moscow 5 for that last spot. The last spot, of course, for Dota Pit Season 3, the group stages. Jonas Fan top lane, 3,000 health. Lots of mana with the Bloodstone as well. Only 8 charges coming out. He's going to kill some of these illusions. Mental illusions going out and farming.
So doing the math for Void here, he needs 975 mana to cast double ulti, but that's just double ulti. That's not including Time Walk, that's not including Mask of Madness, which is a tiny little bit of mana. And with Intreads, he will like basically barely have enough for just that. So he would need either mana boots, or he would need to wait for his natural regen to cast both ultis. Again, this is without Time Walk.
And honestly, I think I think he's just using this for the BKB. He just wants double BKB right now, I'm pretty sure. I mean, even if he doesn't get that second ultimate off.
He could, I mean, it could be, but why... Like, Refresher's so good with double ulti, so I would hope that he wants to get some kind of mana item to help him with that. I think he needs to sell the Blink and get an Ags, honestly.
Yeah.
Or some kind of item that helps with mana, because it's just that good, man. It's game-breaking seeing double ulti in a team fight.
Yeah. He needs like maybe just a point booster. Even like a point booster might be enough, I believe. And
sure. I mean, honestly, even like say a Manta would help him. Anything that gives him more stats. But I think in this kind of game, when a chrono is so important, I would say honestly, Axe is very, very effective. So
yeah,
we'll see.
And he might sell that Blink, which he just got in about 30 minutes. So I don't know if he's done anything with it. Honestly, this Blink Dagger pickup is kind of interesting to me. Yeah, it's good for initiating like we talked about, but he hasn't really put it to good effect. Bottom lane, TP's coming in. Roche is up in... Oh, it's a max duration. It's going to be 2 minutes. It's a minute and a half, I believe. I can't actually tell. No, it's 2 minutes. I'm sorry. It confused me. Stupid clock. Steel Kid Era on scan. Oof.
One passive-ass game. Here we go. Smoke, though. Coming out. Era. Has he bought anything? Nope, he still got that... Blink. I think he really, if he wants to get this double ulti off and be effective with that, he needs to go on with Intreads, no doubt about it.
They're gonna check Roche quickly. It's clearly not up.
Did I hear a BKB? Yep, that was a wasted BKB from Exist. Just fat fingered it on the troll.
That was his 10-second BKB, and that's gonna be on cooldown for a while.
Ooh, that's really bad actually. It's the longest cooldown on 10-second than any others too. So. If they take a fight here within the next... Oh, God, and they could lose a Courier.
Lord. That's the Scotty. That was the Scotty of Weehaw, I believe.
No, yeah, I think you're right.
He actually has his second point booster is not. No, he didn't have it. Your second ultimate orb, excuse me. So he's still kind of far away, but again, it's still kind of unfortunate. Bottom lane, Pilot Die getting caught. Shiva's guard. They actually don't have vision of him. I believe 8 Mother should still have the gem. In fact, he does. But they have to try to push high ground, I think. And I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure they could lose a fight unless they get Disruptor ultied.
Yeah, that could be the X factor, honestly, Hani. He could be the player that turns this around for Meepwn'd.
There's certainly a possibility.
He needs a blink, I think. He's going for Yules, which is fine, but I think at this point, since your ulti is so important, just getting that initiation, getting in the right position, might be the most important thing for you. So I hope to see if he can get the farm after a Yules to get a blink.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
For now, he's just farming the creep wave or the enemy jungle. He actually is. He needs level 3 ult too. I mean, that you don't need it, but it would be nice to have. And he's getting close. He's level 14 currently. Han's skin is almost level 16, which we talked about. That level 3 ult being huge. What about the Death Ward? Which Doctor is level 3 ult. Smoke again. Not in vision of any dire wards. So they're going to head towards that bottom lane, push that in maybe, or try to find somebody, then push it in. Simba would be a nice pickup, but he has buyback for sure with 5,300 gold in the bank. Who knows what he'll buy next, as he has nothing, no components started. There's the Chronosphere coming in from Era, and they get a kill. And he is going to be forced to buy back potentially. And he could refresh, but he will not have really any mana. But
Well,
he had 9-10 mana now after level 23.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to, though. He didn't use his BKB at all. And since we talked about it, he doesn't really have mana for double ulti in a fight.
Yeah.
Practically, then probably just wait for the BKB double. And here comes Roshan again. This is Cheese. And they're trying to mess with Jonathan Fan. He's buying some time.
Find the kill here. He's going to get hexed up. Lincoln Sphere was broken. Now the Earthbind going in. There's the Static Storm going. Yoda's Fan's dead, and he actually can't get his blood thrown off because of that. So they get a kill, and Hani actually gets a big amount of money. But like you said, space created here for the most part for Era getting Aegis. Actually, who knows who's going to get this? Maybe 8 Mother. And Era's going to drop his Mask of Madness.
Ooh, that is not something I would ever drop. I think Mask of Madness is way too good for him. I don't agree with that, but we'll see. Timber's not buys back. I think apparently they just want to end this right now.
This could be, I don't know. That's kind of sketchy. He could TP up and towards that bottom lane. Maybe he's going to try to go for Meepwn'd's Weeha, and yeah, he's going to actually just try to take him down, maybe? No. He does a lot of damage with that chakram, but he needs bots down bottom, I think, he can get with his teammates. He's just trying to push up the top wave first. Courier respawns. Jonas Fan didn't try to TP? No, not yet. Era getting Earthbound. BKB's still up and ready to go. Tier 3 tower getting assaulted. Sunray comes out. Does a decent bit of damage. He actually time walks away. Blink dagger on cooldown for a second or two. And Jonas Fan's here now. He bots in. He's ready to go. They're still trying to find an initiation. And the Rax is now exposed. This could be a big fight coming out. Track up onto Era. Blink, Chronosphere is ready to go as well as his refresher. Now he gets Static Stormed up, but he does have the Aegis. He'll just hit the racks coming through. Era getting caught potentially. Jonas Fan going to work? Not really. He pops the BKB and it actually doesn't even go down. Static Storm has done the only real way they can deal with him. He blanks it, he finds Weeha, the Chronosphere coming in, the Chakra on top of it as well. They're going to glimpse him back, but they get the kill anyways. Era picks it up. He does have buyback. Exists running in randomly with his BKB, but this Rax is gone. Poison Nova onto Pylai Die and to the Disruptor. Big fight. Mirage comes in as well. This is a real tough fight. They do drop the Death Ward down, does nothing. They back away. Buybacks from both. Oh, look at all these buybacks. Weeha buying back. Simba buying back. And they get a Chrono on Weeha again. He's going to die. A dieback. He poops in and he does no damage. He is down for 93 seconds, and that just might be the game. Aaron now jumping on Mirage. He just bought back. He's going to get right-click down as well. And maybe he didn't buy the guy back. I'm not sure. Yeah, he did. Era's looking for the kill. Still has Aegis, by the way. Jonas Fan getting caught out. Triple kill for your Timbersaw. Absolutely obliterating the enemy team. And NiP look like they're going to be able to take this game. There's going to be the Aegis coming out. I don't know if they can defend this. They have Disruptor and Simba. In fact, Disruptor's so low. He just surviving from that Chakram. But Tier 3 tower, mid's going to fall. Another set of racks, and this should be game.
Yeah, what's scary to me is that when they initially went onto Era with the Static Storm Yules, which is a very nice combo, because he can't use the BKB through it, is they didn't even kill him through that. Like, he had Aegis and they didn't even lose it. And that's really scary to me. And like, even if they didn't have Aegis and they kill him, there actually could have been a one fight for Meepo, but He had Aegis, they still didn't kill him, and yeah, this is probably going to be game.
Middle barracks has fallen.
NiP heading towards the top tier 3 tower to get the last set of racks. Shiva's guard's going to come in. Simba is going to fall. No Icarus dive. He's dead. No buyback. He just used it. Timberchain misses. Good Yule Scepter from Hadi, but still dead anyway. Static Storm actually connecting a Nosepan, but it does no damage to him. He'll just walk out as soon as the kinetic field is done. And in fact is. Tier 3 tower gone. Set of racks. Top's dead momentarily. And this is going to be most certainly probably the game. Pilot is going to get ice blasted. Meepwn'd's entire team is going to go down. Weeha's about to respawn, but
Dire's top
tier 4s are now
Oh
exposed.
god, that was one shock
Conskin
room.
just got obliterated. Weeha respawns. And NiP about to move on. Meepwn'd about to go home.
Dire's
The last spot for the Dota Pit 3 Season 3 group stages will be either given to Moscow 5 or to NiP, as those two teams will be duking it out in the next series tomorrow. Weeha getting him right-click down. Arrow with the Mask of Madness. Weeha in some trouble. Bash Lord for Aram. Yonospan actually gets the kill. Mirage getting chased away as well. Air still wants this. GG finally called. Wee Fresh was not enough, unfortunately. Even the Wee Meepo just didn't do enough work. Yonospan with an MVP-like game. And GG finally comes out. NiP victorious 2-0 over Meepwn'd in a fantastic series for them. And they'll move on to face up against Moscow 5 tomorrow.
Yeah, there's a couple things about this game. One is that the Meepo couldn't find his early farm as much as most Meepos do, just because of the really